Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What is going on? KG by himself. Travis bottled it, fam. Travis bottled it. Not here, cuz. Do we need Travis? We do, but we don't, cuz. It's one of them ones. We do, but we don't. KG on my own, coming to talk this thing. You know what it is, yeah? Basically, you lot put Travis under too much pressure, innit? Yeah? All that yard talk, I don't think he could handle it, fam. And he said, you know what? Not today, cuz. He didn't want to talk about Canelo, bruv. He didn't want to talk about the new Unify. He didn't want to talk about Thanos. But I'm here, people. I will hold it down. And I'm going to bring in bare people in the chat with me, bruv. We're going to talk this thing. And you know me, I'm reckless. Sometimes I need to be stopped. But wow, let me just shout out the people in this. Let me shout out the people in the house. Here we go. We got you, man, a done for. Mulla, Hydro. What are you saying? Best podcast in the game? No. Jack Scam, Poonie, Sir Alex Ross. Sir Alex, we need you, bruv. Maybe you should come downstairs. Anyway, that's another show, bruv. Here you go. And Jade, there you go. Mr. A, good evening, great defeaters. Base is here. This is it. Oh my goodness. October Red Boxing. You know what? I'm going to get someone to just join me as a host. Why not? I can do that. Standardly, I don't give a damn. I might even holler at Base as well. Just jump in the thing, bro. And give me that Travis technical stuff that Travis does sometimes. Because you know me, yeah, I do vibes and that. I'm vibes in it. And technical, but I'm mostly vibes still. There you go. Here you go. Let's read this one. For you, Trevor X, because I can't make... Nah. October didn't come to the show. No.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Can't believe she ain't coming, fam. Viva Canelo! Viva Canelo! Hey, October just done a madness, you know, about she's not coming, fam. You lot make rotted. Oh, raw, still raw. Okay. Why can't you just send 50 on this thing? Oh, well, you know what? We'll take it still. There you go. Is it who else is here? Who else is here? Is that everyone? Ash, Abdullah. Yeah, this is the people. It's fine. But let's talk right now. Canelo. Is he the greatest to do it right now in this era? Like, who can beat him? I need names, people. I don't know who's beating Canelo. I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, ever since Canelo beat Triple G, yeah, it's like he's just unbeatable. He's unstoppable. Like, Canelo refuses to be stopped. I'm looking at him like, let me see what they're saying. Let me see. KJ's the biggest. There you go. KG, I said KJ, you know, was the biggest Canelo fan before everyone, bruv. I've been on this hype train, fam. No one is beating him. No, literally, it's like I can't find an opponent. Benavidez. And the way, let's talk about what Canelo did the other day. Yeah? Plant, yeah? I don't know what you lot thought about Plant's style, how he went into it, but for me, Plant literally felt like, you know, when you're making oxtail or curry goat or mutton, one of these good Jamaican dishes, fam, and Canelo he had the Dutch pot, and Plant went in it, fam. That man was seasoned, sauteed, every type of cooking that you can think of, fam. Reduced, bro, the guy was handled. People were telling me, I was surprised with what Plant was doing. I was like, I like Plant, you know, rocking the jab. I gave Plant 3 rounds at maximum. Bivo ain't doing nothing to Canelo, bro. Get out of here. I gave him 3 rounds. I gave him the first one. I thought the second round, if you called it a split or you gave it to Plant, I wouldn't be upset. The second round, then he got off that little, remember that little combination? I think that was in the 9th. But he's not, for me, sorry, nobody's on the level. No one is close. But there was a fighter that I looked at the other day that I said, yo, one second, let me read this. Hold on. Adrian Waters, you coming from your beating that 12-year-old Liverpool fan gave you. For Canelo, he has Andrade, Charlo, Benavidez. He'll beat all of them. Andrade doesn't even want to let someone. Do you know what Canelo's become now? He's the candy man. Don't say his name. Don't say his name. The Charlos were there in attendance. They ain't gonna, no one's saying the name. I'm telling you, Andrade, he ain't, nope, no way. Charlo, not good enough, bruv. But there's a guy that I saw fighting the other day. Yeah, what's the name? That's it. Zach Parker. What did you lot think of Zach Parker? I'm not saying he can beat Canelo. I ain't saying that at all. But let's say what 22-0, 16. 16 by ways of knockout. He's a bit vicious. He's a bit vicious. The one thing that I would say is that's it, Zach Parker. The one thing I can say about this Zach Parker guy, yeah, he's a vicious contender, but he ain't the thing. He ain't. I didn't say, hey, listen, Ash, I didn't say Zach Parker's. Hear me out, people. I'm not saying Zach Parker's beating any Canelo. No one's beating Canelo. I'm just saying, because Zach Parker said, you see when he picked names, Zach Parker doesn't really want Canelo. He said, I'll take Canelo or Chris Eubank Jr. Bruv.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Do you know the difference in scale? Man said, yeah, maybe Canelo or Chris. What? What are you talking about? It was a good outing though. I did enjoy it. Then I saw the uppercut of a century. I think I'm gonna try and put it up. Let me see if I can get the Anthony Durrell uppercut. Oh my goodness. I got a share screen. Let's go. Share screen. Boom. YouTube. Bloody hell. Entire screen? Hell no. Window. Let's do it. No, I'm not doing it. You know when you're by yourself? Yeah, I'll probably try and get it when I got someone else on the show. But literally, let's talk about it. Is Canelo the main guy? Who's my co-host? I don't know who my co-host is. Whoever comes in first, innit? I'm gonna lie. Let's just do it. Let's open up the lines. But I realized KG needs supervised streaming. I can stream, you know. But yeah, I'm a bit wild. When it comes to boxing, I'll say anything. And someone needs to just calm me down at times. Where's the tech support? There you go. And I don't want to hear no one talking about cheating when you talk about Canelo's name. Unified. He's the man. Listen, the lines are open. Call in right now. Let's talk, bruv. Tell me. Don't tell me no Benavidez. Tell me how they get it done. There you go. Mohammed's in the house. Let's go. Hey, this person's a snake. This is not about Trav. Hey, Trav, you on the clock? It's not. It's not. Hey, my name's Wale in the house. Come on, people, get in this thing, fam. I'm waiting. Who's coming in to talk this thing? Let's go. Let's have this. Let's talk about this boxing thing. Here we go. Boom. Hadrian, there you go. Bro, Beterbiev will hurt Canelo real bad. Not saying he beats him, but he might get. I don't know why man them say. Travis wants a new contract. You lot, seriously though, make sure Travis's show this Friday is gonna be immense. I think the doors open from 7 o'clock. It's gonna be fantastic. I'll be there in attendance with the missus, just enjoying, fam. Anyway, let's go. I'll bring in Lineal first, and then, hey, Osborne, call in, fam. I need to hear from you. Let's go. Yo, Lineal.
Yo, what are you telling me?
All I want is, I just want people to give Canelo flowers right now. That's where we start.
Listen, man. Shout out. I think, do you know what's crazy? I remember like 10 years ago, I remember being at my uni house.
Yeah.
I'm watching HBO these times.
Yeah.
And then I see this pale ginger guy. I'm like, rah, this Irishman is beating his ass. Then I heard him speaking Spanish. I said, no, what's going on? And that was the first introduction to Canelo Alvarez. And man, I did not know that 10 years on, I would be seeing someone special, but I give him flowers, man.
Right now, he's that pound for pound talk. I don't dislike
It's
it.
his title, bro. WBC might as well give him that as well.
You might as well, because that belt looked amazing as well. WBC would just be creating.
Nah, listen.
That I don't know what
they're horrendous when it comes to giving out hella belts here, but my goodness, that was a wonderful looking belt they had.
That belt there is a game changer. I'm saying so again. We got names. Man said Irish.
I thought he was Irish. I ain't never seen a pale ginger Mexican, bro.
No, it's like he's the king of like he wore the crown, and you can just see it. I think everyone knows it's bow down season.
Yeah,
I don't think that even the chart. No one's really gonna say it. I don't even think Plant wanted to say his name.
No, I ain't gonna lie. No, we gotta give flowers to Plant.
What kind of flowers though? Daffodils. What we giving him, bro?
I don't obviously the top flowers give them to Canelo. What's some nice flowers like? You done well.
I say a light daffodils that you'll just pull up from the thingy.
Nah. You gotta give Plant more than that because you know what? Yeah, I think Plant gave Canelo the fight that everyone thought Saunders was gonna give him because his defense for like the first 5-6 rounds, you could tell Canelo was kind of a bit like, nah, what's going on? Even though you could watch the replay and all these punches that you thought caught Canelo, you're like, rah, Plant actually caught it with his glove. And I was just like, do you know what? I got to give him flowers for that. Because people thought he was going to go in there and get wasted early.
No, because he can fight. You lot thought he was totally rubbish.
No.
Totally rubbish.
I don't know what Monday Night Smoke it was. I definitely called him before and I said, yo, don't rule out Plant. I weren't one of these people.
Oh, no. Listen. I like what Lineal. I rate you, and I'm gonna trust that you said that. But when I appreciate the other day, I said, "Yo, is Plant got like a chance in hell?" And the way people came up in the chat was like, "Nah, KG, get out! Don't even try. Don't even ask about a semi-balance of a chance, fam." So we kind of saw what I think we're seeing. Plant is beating other guys that's not Canelo in it.
Yeah,
that's the situation. But there's a great right there, and yes, he was good defensively, but you question power. If the way Canelo just trotting forward, I don't even care about defense.
I felt bad because it was just like you can tell like he just doesn't have the power to scare Canelo or make Canelo respect him. The defense was there, but if you ain't got the power to make a man respect you, he's just gonna march him down. And I think it got to about the 7th round, and then it was just kind of like that realization of it's just a moment in time, but you done well.
Yeah, it's coming. So talk to me about I keep getting this guy's name wrong as well. Zach. Talk to me about Zach Parker.
I'll be honest with you. I ain't seen this Zach Parker and I don't
have a look, you know.
I'll have a look, but I don't know at this point. I don't know who's gonna face Canelo because the Charlo brothers are my guys. I'm not trying to see them up at 168 because the big Charlo looks like he's lacking power at 160. So I'm thinking 168, you're gonna get dusted. Then who else? I think, but do you know what it is? As deep as it sounds, Eddie Hearn should just give Andre his wish and let him face Canelo and let him get dusted, man. If Canelo just wants, if Canelo wants, payday, they want payday. I know that. Listen, you know what? Just for having, because I've seen Canelo use that a few times, and I said, you know what? He actually owes Andre royalties because Andre was part of that occasion. So I think, you know what? Yeah?
There's people in the queue, fam, because if he's going to get paid, I need to get our money from Conor Benn. Just saying, fam. Let me zoom in on that, bruv, because Conor's done a lot with that thing, fam.
You see Conor Benn, no comment in it. Because of his dad, no comment. But
talk the things. What's going on with Conor, fam?
Listen, man.
You saying the math's not been mathing?
The math ain't math. Not even the math ain't mathing, Them boys are hiding him, and with good reason, because the champion's already on a high level, and Boots Ennis is outside, so everyone better run in as well, bro. Boots Ennis is outside, so everyone else, you better run in and act like you don't know who he is, bro.
You know what? Was you surprised with Conor? Because Conor Benn's down to fight. Another fight has been listed for him.
Yeah, against Allegri. Allegri, is that how you pronounce his surname?
Yeah. Was you surprised that that's the fight they went for?
No, because here's the thing. Conor Benn's at a position where it's like you want to build him up bit by bit, but there's also that visible, as much as we got to give him credit for his efforts, there's also visible ceiling where it's just like them boys over the pond will dust him respectfully. They'll dust him.
Yeah.
And I think Eddie knows that, so he's doing as much as he can.
Are you sure they're gonna dust him? Are you sure
they're gonna dust him? Listen, what's the Adrian Broner thing? He got cooked. Listen, and Conor. Do you know what it is? Eddie's doing the right thing. Maximize Conor Benn here. Get all the money in the world of Conor Benn here. Build him up so when he does lose, okay, let me not. I'm being too disrespectful. If he does lose, if he does lose, then at least it's kind of like he's a big hero here that can still get money fighting in the UK. Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, you don't really rate Conor then. You're not really.
It's not. No. It's not that I don't rate Conor. It's a thing of them boys across the pond, whether it's Terence Crawford, whether it's Errol Spence, or whether it's Boots Ennis.
I fancy him against Porter, you know. I actually fancy.
Yeah, but Porter's not going to get him a title shot though. Because after Porter gets dusted by Terence Crawford, what's then going to happen to Conor Benn?
Bro, look who's Conor's fighting now. To be honest, some people are saying that he's ducking the Avenisian smoke.
Of course he is.
With the choice of this fight that he's picked, it's a bit, I ain't gonna lie, we got to call it out at times. This is why Travis needs to be here.
Listen, let me tell you something, yeah. Craig Richards called in last week, on the smokiest of smoke, and he said, boy, if they're not gonna give me world level titles, I at least want that European. But I'm not getting the energy from Conor Benn. That Craig Richards energy, Craig Richards said, boy, if you're not gonna put me in there back with Bivol, I want European titles, I want accolades, full accolades. Wow. Brother, that's what Craig Richards is on. So if Conor Benn's not on that same thing, then like Avenisian is what he should be going for. At least if it doesn't happen next year, I don't want to hear nothing about the world. Because that European title, you should be bringing prestige to that. I don't know who's the the British title holder in this division.
They'll let us know. They'll let us know.
Yeah, someone in the chats, let us know. Because even something like that, that's why, listen, the respect I have for even like Craig Richards, then you got Dan Aziz coming up. Them man are bringing prestige to the British title. You get what I'm saying? They're going to get their name off the British title. And I feel like with Conor Benn not even doing that, and then you don't want the Europeans, it's like, boy,
it's a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at the fight when it was and I was like, I raised my eyebrows like,
what's he aiming for? Interims, brother. Like, I'm not even. I don't want to boy it because I like Conor
disrespectful, and I like him as well, bro.
That's the thing. I like him, but like you said, we gotta call it out.
You gotta call it out. Sometimes, and this is what I'm saying. I can't be here by myself because I'll call things out. And Travis usually looks at me like, "Raw, cuz you sure you want to go there?" And I'm like, "We have to though." Because this is where it is. You're looking at Conor, you're saying, what is the real plan? If you're the main guy, the next guy up, or are we gonna just protect the whole journey all the way? Because
they're gonna protect it. Apparently, Muller saying that they tried to go for the British previously when Frank's fight was champion, and Frank rejected Eddie's offer. Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, I'll give Conor that then. If what Muller saying is right.
But we're not talking. Is Conor? When you hear Conor talking after in the press conference, let's be real.
Yeah,
British is not the level Conor's talking about. What do you mean? You know, you tell him, "Hey, you're gonna go on the British title."
No. You know, to be fair,
you know how he's coming out.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. What do you mean the British? What do you mean the British? Ate that for lunch.
I want porter. Do you know what I mean? I can't do it. I'm not.
You know what? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. He's gone past the British level, but that European title is what he at least should have been going for. The British title is at least what he should be going for right now. And with Avenisian signing with Boxer, I don't know if Eddie wants to do work with. Wait, is he with Boxer or with Frank Warren and Avenisian?
And we got there's better to talk about as well. Canelo came out against Garcia, and said, I don't even know what that kid's doing.
I'm glad. Listen, man.
Him like Tank Davis. I don't know what's going on, but
listen, the only people that's really fine in that division is Haney and Teofimo Lopez, and I'm glad you said that. We need to stop calling these like lightweight kings. None of them are The only two
Yeah,
kings,
yeah.
the only two kings is Tio and Devin Haney. Tank and Garcia. Tank is techie because Mayweather's doing that thing of I'm gonna get you all the money in the world, but you might not get the accolades, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I get it. Whereas the Garcia thing is like, brother, don't put that crown down, bro. We ain't no king.
Yeah, I don't think we can call again with everything that he got, everything that he has, everything he brings to the game. I don't think we can call him the king. But anyway, listen, bro. Thank you so much. Lineal,
Love as always, man.
Fire. Let's
Come
go,
on,
man. Come on. Right now, we're not wasting no time, bro. We're gonna keep it moving, bro. We need to give man flowers. And this man here, he's letting me know. I can see flowers in the energy from this guy right now, bro. He's showing me, right? I can see it. Are you not ready, right? Listen, this is our champion, fam. He's gone out here. The long way up, fam. Southern area. He had a few bad nights, bro. But he said, you know what? He's a whole WBC. I don't know, bro. 2-time champion. Make some noise. OTC. Bloody
Yo, viva la Mexico. Viva la Mexico. Let's go. Yes. Listen, Mexican visa is en route, yeah? I put that through the application, spoken to the embassy. We're getting that thing patterned, yeah? Big up my Mexican brothers and sisters, yeah? Cool. I'm on this Canelo bandwagon. Listen, I'm not going to be glory hunter, yeah? I'm cool with it, yeah? I'm cool with it. I appreciate greatness, yeah? That's what I'm on, yeah? Listen, viva la Mexico, yeah? Boom. Yeah? Shout out, man. Anyway, yeah? Canelo's performance.
Nah, take the main screen. Take the main screen. I'm going to let you cook.
Huh? Now, so with regards to just Canelo's performances and Caleb's performance, Caleb actually really impressed me more than I expected him, to be fair. I thought he was going to get walked over by Canelo, but his defense was so tight. His defense was so, he had a Philly show, what was it? Left arm to the knee, right hand over the shoulder, and he was really tight in his defense to the point where I think Canelo, what he wanted to do, he wanted to pick shots at him, see any opening and just attack. He wasn't getting that opening. How Canelo actually finished him, he just smashed through him. He smashed through the windows. He said, "Budness, yeah, I cannot see an opening, so I'm just going to go for it."
No, I don't. This is it, though. I think, and as good as Plant was, yeah, I think we might be giving Plant more credit than Canelo even gave him. Canelo just said, "I'm walking through this. There's nothing here. Like I'm getting power shots, bro." He was throwing power shots from round 2. Anyone that I saw a lack of head movement from Canelo, and I was like, wait, what's happening right now? Has he just changed? Because it's like Canelo's just moving Triple G-ish, if that makes sense, in terms of just the go forward, not really moving out the way and just trusting, relying on, I'm knocking you out. I'm going to knock you out soon. I'm tenderizing, you're going down.
You know what? Well, the thing is, it's very difficult for him to slip these shots if it's not actually going to hurt him. If he doesn't feel the pain of the shot, it's a bit like if you're getting, if you're throwing a shot at Joe Joyce and you're not really hurting him, what is the point in him doing all of this slipping movement nonsense? He ain't going to benefit him in any way, shape, or form. I don't think Caleb Plant has the explosive power to really hurt Canelo, but he's had a very tight defense, and you have to give him some applause for that as well. But overall, look, undisputed at 168. That is amazing. For Canelo Alvarez to do that in less than a year, you have to give him his kudos. Under
1 second, can you imagine? My fatherhood is happening right now, bro. My daughter's called out. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring Ash in, and you lot gonna hold. Nope. 1 second, I'm gonna bring Ash in. Oh, and Ash leaves, bruv. What a time to leave. I'm bringing Mohammed. I'm gonna cut out for a second. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
100%. Wait, Mohammed, how did you see that fight?
First and so big up to you, big up to KJ, big up to KJ and big up to everyone on the stream. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you, bro. We can hear you, man.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of like a typical Canelo fight in the sense that, you know, we saw with Saunders, we saw with Plant. Everyone comes in trying to box him and sort of try and have this idea that you can outpoint him.
Dope. I think you might have cut off. You cut off a bit, bro.
1 second. 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 1
Ah, you've gone. I think you've gone. Apologies. I think you might have gone.
Okay, what about now?
Yeah, perfect. Cool. We're back in. Let's go. Mohammed, I think you're gone as well. You think you've gone?
Mohammed. Dead down.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
I'm
But-
back, fam. We'll talk to him. We'll talk to him again, fam. Listen, let's go back into it though. We're talking this Canelo talk.
Yeah.
And right now, as you said, you're on the hype train. I still, even we talk about plant. Someone said they want to give Plant flowers. What kind of flowers are you going to give to Plant quickly? Let me hear that.
We're talking something like, you know, them fake flowers that you see at some people's yards. We're talking that kind of flowers. Like, it looks nice, but it's like, you can't really do much of it. You can't water it.
Yeah, because I don't even, because is Plant beating Benavides?
No.
Benavides. That's what I'm saying, brother. Who? Oh,
put it this way.
Go on.
Put it this way, KG, yeah? Let's just say Chelsea played Norwich, yeah? And Norwich put up a good fight, but they end up losing like 1-0, very tight. It's one of them ones, yeah? It's one of them ones. They're not beating all of these other top dons, but, you know, they done a good performance for that night. But overall, KG, 1 year, he's been undisputed. Literally, joined the division, and within 11 months, he became undisputed.
It's unheard of.
Bro, AJ had the belts. AJ had 3 of the belts. I just needed one of them. I was looking for that one belt for 3-4 years. And we bought all this boxing politics. And Canelo did it in under a year. Now, I think Canelo should be the prime. It's true. Whether we like it or not.
That's nuts, you know.
Canelo should be given maximum credit. Yeah. And I think everyone should be looking at Canelo and deciding, look.
It's true, you know. Mullah, you know you're doing, fam.
No. That's why I had to mention different teams. But overall, I think Canelo, look, he's a huge inspiration to the sport. And I think, the Celebrity role is a big stain. On his legacy, people will look back at it and call it a problem. But with regards to his activity and he's just, bruv, it's unheard of. And who he should fight next, I'm thinking about Benavides in Mexico, Cinco de Mayo weekend. Let's get this cracking, bruv. Yeah, I'm hearing it. I'm here for it. Cinco de Mayo gets Benavides 168. The thing is, Canelo has to decide whether he wants to go back down to 168 or up to 175. He can't go to 160 and then jump back over to 175. That's a huge jump. So he's got to pick one or the other.
I think he can do anything. The only thing will get dangerous for him is taking this approach to fights. I think he was the same in the Billy Joe Saunders fight, where it's like, I'm not really defensive. I'm just gonna go and blow you out here. Habit that you have in the ring that causes you problems down the line, because you know what, this is how I'm gonna approach every fight. It just becomes dangerous. And I get he wants to put on a show to make it more exciting for the fans, but bad habits. All I saw was some bad habits. Even that 3-hit combination that Plant landed, you know, late in the night.
Yeah.
And you say to yourself, whoa, and they were clean on the button. And sometimes that can change a fight. That can change the reflection of a fight very quickly. So you say to yourself, with the up and down in weight and not being as agile and making, I think overconfidence maybe.
True.
That's what you want to call it. Could potentially hurt you where you don't need to be hurt, but we never can put that guy. We can't put him with AJ no more. He's in a different stratosphere of his own. I'm not doing it. We can't do it.
100%.
You got to say when there's a king of the division, call him the king of the division and leave him alone. No one can talk his name. That's the new Candyman. That's it.
Exactly, man. Exactly, man. But hopefully we get that fight on as well. Big up Travis on the show that's about to take place this Friday. Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%, bro. 100%, man.
And you're a Conor Benn fan as well. I know you're Team Conor right now. Are you disappointed in a little bit with just, again, didn't really go for that Avenisian smoke?
No.
And I think, I don't know how many people in the camp, or if everyone feels that he definitely, because that's a name that he ain't calling. It's like, why won't you call that name? What's wrong with that name? Call a name, bro.
Because you know why? It's high risk, very little reward.
What do you
If
mean
he's
low reward, fam? It's a good reward. What are we talking about right now? It's a good.
It's not as fruitful as if he wanted to fight a guys with just as high profile or just as good enough skill, but a greater profile will put him closer to a world title. Again, the reason why I would say this is a good fight is because the Granados fight was a bad fight and he was just running around. So Algeria, in my opinion, is very similar on the level as a Granados at this stage of his career. So it's a bit like it's like a replacement type of a fight.
Well, I'm saying, look, when you break it down, because that's what I'm saying. Sometimes we hype these fighters and talk about stuff that sometimes we just go by the media speculation of these fighters. But we're looking, Avenisian, fam, he's European title, bro. Held it since 2019, bro.
Well, Avenisian will bang him up. I'm sorry, but
wait, this guy's a champion. You can say you beat a champion, a recognized champion. Yes, in the casuals will not recognize Avenisian, but it's not every day the casuals, fam. Sometimes you gotta add some real names to your CV because right now it just sounds like work experience. I'm looking at CV and I'm looking at what do you call it? What's that thing they used to do for your school when you go on that long walk? Duke Ellington.
Duke of Edinburgh.
It's just looking Edinburgh-ish, fam. When your CV's looking, I'm seeing bare work experience. It's not right, fam.
What you say, bare? Nah.
I'm seeing, yeah, bro, bare. Yeah, I done the full. No.
No, with Conor Benn, I'm gonna be honest. I think Avenisian is further down the development than he is. I think if he faced Avenisian now, Avenisian will, in my opinion, will win. I think Conor Benn has to spend the next couple of years still learning the craft, still fixing up on the technical skill. He's got the power, but I think that
call in right now.
Conor is being set on. I think Conor needs a lot more. I think
call in. You're saying he batters Ennis. Call in.
No, I'm sorry.
You can't talk that talk and stay out. Get in right now, fam.
I'm sorry. I can't agree with that. But hopefully, Conor Benn. Do you know what? I think Avenisian is actually underrated. That I think Avenisian could compete. If Crawford beats Porter,
yeah,
I think that Avenisian should fight Porter. I think he should just chuck them in Avenisian with Porter. I think Conor Benn is a bit more further behind on the development, and that's why I think people look. I want Conor Benn to be a world champion, but I'm not also stupid. I want Conor Benn to be at a level where he's ready for it. Look, listen, I'm caffeine. Allow me. But overall, excited. Big up Thanos. He's fighting very fairly soon as well, guys. Watch Thanos. Travis's show is fairly soon as well. But big up, guys. Viva la Mexico, bro. Let's go.
See you later, man. OTC. Viva la Mexico. What are you talking about right now, bro? We're moving different. We are moving. Listen, I need to see everyone wearing a Mexican hat, fam. Let's go, man. Tony, why are you shaking your head, bro?
What's up?
Come on, bro. Right now, hey, listen, I'm gassed. Boxing's in a great place. Great boxing is exciting. Yes, we're hearing about Mike Tyson fighting those stupid Paul brothers, whatever. We don't care about that.
Don't go there, son. Don't go there.
We're not gonna go there, fam. There's not many
don't even talk that into existence, brother.
Existence. I'm sorry, bro.
Please.
Right now, Canelo. All I want is Canelo to get his flowers tonight. Because I've been talking about this guy for a long time. I've been on the Canelo hype train for a long time, and we've seen it. This guy is he's the truth. He's here. I don't think the man can say his name. And if he wanted to retire, if he says, you know what, 3 more fights, I'm cutting. We just have to.
Let's be honest. Like let's give Canelo the flowers. He's due, yeah. But let's also work out the caveats. Yeah.
Wait.
Because let's be honest. Let's be honest, right? Nobody's talking about the Mexican beef all of a sudden.
You don't need to talk about the Mexican beef. Why are you here?
Okay. Allow the Mexican beef. Allow the Mexican beef. But let's be
bringing that up for, bro. Like, what's going on?
All right. Allow it. But let's not forget now.
Yeah.
He's undisputed champion, and I'm sure there's a certain man listening who's gonna double up on this comment. He won a WBC belt that was vacated by David Benavidez, right?
Okay.
But he ain't beat David Benavidez. So the man who is that
He's
who
a
was
legend.
holding that belt and has not lost that belt in the ring. Yeah. So really and truly, undisputed means you cleaned up, which he has done. Give him his flowers.
Saying that he's not the real unified champion. That's
No, he's the real. He's the real. But what I'm also gonna say is, with Canelo, right? What you have to understand is he gets every favor possible. Let's not forget, this is a man who got dominated for 12 rounds by Floyd Mayweather, but still won on one judge's card.
Yeah, obviously you heard Charles.
Yeah,
You heard what my boy.
let's not forget that this is a guy who got.
No, you
this
can't.
is the guy. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Hear me out. This is a guy who we all know got beat by Triple G in the first fight. We all know that. There's no denying. Yeah, anyone who comes on and says they want to argue with me about that first fight, I'm taking that belt again. Trust me. Yeah.
Nah.
Let's not forget, right? Like, listen.
I'm bringing more man in, fam. I've had enough, bruv. Come into the
Yes,
chat.
Ash.
Come on. No. This one. Hold on. This is the main man. This is Capricorn Base, fam.
Yes, sir.
Base is in the thing
I'm
now.
like Tony. Well, go on.
Yeah, how you doing, brother?
Tony's doing a madness right now. He don't understand that this is like Canelo's
I'm
day.
not taking away the man's flowers completely.
Bro, you took every flower, fam. You say you
Nah.
brought up his
He
loss to
still deserves ultimate respect. But listen, there's certain people going on like he's the best thing since sliced bread. Do you know Roberto Duran as a Latin fighter was 72-1?
No, we're not
before he fought
before
he fought Sugar Ray Leonard.
We can't argue when you bring up Duran. We can't argue when you bring up these guys.
So when you're talking about certain man and you're going, oh, like he's like the modern day Duran. He ain't.
Listen, he's not the modern. I didn't say Duran. When you start bringing up Duran, that's when I have to leave the chat in it. But what we're saying, what he is in this era, who can beat him? Because right now, do you really believe Benavidez is going to take Canelo?
He has to fight Benavidez.
Can Benavidez beat him though?
Yes, he can.
Yeah.
Benavidez hand speed alone.
Come on, you don't believe that.
I do believe that.
You don't believe
I
that.
gotta be honest. I do believe.
He believes
Benavidez is the real deal.
Believes that.
But why do you believe? What? Because you saw. Bro, come on. What are we talking about right now? This is going to be his biggest fight. Benavidez is not going to be able to. Canelo is walking in with a different level of belief. The one fighter I actually believe Canelo feared was Triple G, fam. And
yeah, but let's be honest here. Let's be honest here, KG. If Canelo keeps going on like this, where he thinks he can just walk in and destroy man, what does he turn into? He turns into Deontay Wilder. Because I can just walk through anything that you give me. And you all know what happened to Wilder.
No, listen.
No.
2 seconds in.
Tony, you took it way too far there. You took it way too far. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna
bring him back.
I'll tell Tony why you took that one way too far. The difference between Canelo and Wilder is, number one, Canelo lives and breathes boxing. All he does is train to get better, train to understand his flaws and to master them. This whole thing about, oh, he's just walking man down. No, he's not doing that. If you look, everything is about upper body movement. He's keeping educated pressure on people. He's keeping his hands up when he needs to. And when he doesn't keep his hands up, his head is always moving. There's not one shot that man takes clean, apart from Triple G, who obviously had much better skills than these men who he's been fighting. But it's not his fault that he's just leagues above all these other guys. He can walk these guys down because he doesn't have to fear them.
1 second. Wait, hold on. Base, I'm angry again, fam. 1 second.
Do me a favor, please.
No,
get out of here.
Every 6 seconds.
Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Man said Wilder, and I witnessed this on Big Canelo week, bruv. On Big Canelo Monday, fam. Nah, that was disrespectful. That was mad. Wait.
The thing is, I understand the sentiment, but ultimately he'll never turn into that because he just lives and breathes boxing too much. He doesn't. He knows who he can and can't do certain things with. Ultimately, his head is always moving. You will never catch man clean.
He left, come back. He had enough. He said, "Nah, don't leave me in the sin bin." I was gonna bring it back. Wait. He had enough. He said, "I ain't staying here for this shit." All right, cool. Let's move into what we saw in that fight. Again, I've been saying, what type of flowers does Plant deserve? So some people have said daffodils. That was me. I think OTC said he deserves the artificial things. And then I don't know where your head's at with the flower game right now.
I mean, look, to be totally honest, right? I can't even say he impressed me more than I thought he would. Like I used to like Plant prior to him doing the whole PBC stuff. I just have an issue with what they do as an organization and the way they go about it, and always seeming to call someone out as soon as they've got a fight sign. But when they're free and clear, you don't hear from them. Yeah. But in that fight, the same way you had it 3 rounds for Plant, I had it 3 rounds for Plant, because ultimately, yeah, he was moving about, he was trying to pot shot here and there, but he was getting controlled. He was getting moved about the ring at will. If you have to physically move, that's because the other guy is making you move. If your back is on the ropes for more than 5 seconds at a time, that's because someone put you there and told you that's where you're staying. And that's what Canelo did to man all fight.
All the whole fight.
And every time, and even the thing people say, oh, like with the Philly show and all that, like Tony said it earlier on, so I actually want to give him praise. That he spoke about it on Danny Glover's Instagram thing. Like, Canelo was basically saying, okay, if you want to just sit on the ropes and try and tuck up or try and hold this fake Philly show, which isn't really the real thing, all I'm going to do is just hit your arms until they can't defend you no more. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to hit your elbows. I'm going to hit whatever I have to, because I can't catch your head right about now. And then what happened? He put the arm up, and the shot was so powerful, it ended up going through the arm because the arm wasn't strong enough no more. He'd been hitting it all night. And literally, Canelo, what his game plan is, at the end of the day, it wasn't his greatest performance. He was probably vexed he didn't get man out 3 rounds earlier, but ultimately his game plan is his game plan. If you're going to move about, he's going to break you down. If you're going to stand and trade with him and you ain't got the power to do so, then you're just looking for trouble.
Oh,
it's that simple.
Said, wait, hold on, bro. What is this guy on about? I think I'm just letting you know, fam. Someone looks like they're trying to war, fam. I beg you, bring him in. I don't know if it's the same guy. I don't know if this is the Warren G. If it is, I'll bring him in. If it's it won't be. Bro, don't say you want war and not come up for the war, fam. Mr. Warman G. Is it Warren G? Some smoke for base. Bloody hell. Hello.
Yo, am I? Come on. Yes, KG, first time caller. You say.
Come on.
Hey, where's Trev?
Trev right now. I don't think he can deal with how great Canelo is. So you just said, I need some time off, bro. Because Trev.
No, you know what? You know what I need to get into though. First of all, yeah, you lot don't realize what you're doing. Like, and with me, I'm gonna start now because people, we know how it starts. Oh, you're a this hater. You're a this guy hater. I don't ever hate fighters. I just hate fans. I just hate fans when they just talk rubbish. Yeah. Okay. So you want the Canelo flowers and that. Everyone's giving him flowers. Big up Canelo. I'm rating Canelo more than some of you lot, because the way you're talking about Plant, you're making him sound like a joke. You're making him sound like a joke, man.
Wait, hold on. So I just want to make sure. Are you the one that wrote in the thing, Mr. Warman G? Are you the one that was willing, like, wanted to smoke with?
Yeah. So I'm talking about the first. Yeah. That's the smoke. So I just wanted to be called in. I was asking for time in it. Love for that. But yeah. So what the bit I disagree with, I would say.
Okay.
It was the first 3-4 rounds. You lot are saying. So you lot are giving Plant them rounds. Now I need to say
Plant
this.
3 rounds. I gave Plant, and I gave Plant the first round. The second round was touch and go at the base. I don't know if you gave him it felt like split. But if I was gonna give it, I would say, if I had to choose, I'll say, I give that round to Plant.
Yeah. I gave Plant like the first 4 rounds, first 3 rounds. That's how I was coming in. So So that's how I'm coming in straight. So when what I disagreed about is when you were saying Canelo was moving him about the ring in the first half of the fight. No way. So because when you watch boxing, if you know boxing, the way Caleb was moving, the start of that fight, that was ring generalship. That was when that's the portion where Canelo was out of his comfort. But Canelo's high level, he knew that. He said it's going to be hard at the start. He was when Canelo was moving him around the ring. Well, the difference is that whole fight, Billy Joe was getting moved around the ring. This fight, Caleb, he had ring generalship at the start, first 4 rounds. That's what I was giving him. He started
First
well.
4 is a.
Listen. You lot are giving Canelo props for missing punches, bro. Like, I don't know what was going on there. The commentary, everything. It was like Canelo's just looking at him and they're going, "Wow, Canelo's." I'm like, "Nah."
God, listen.
So hold on. When you say you lot was giving him props for missing,
No.
you can't be including me. I'm just making sure that you're not right. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. They're overdoing it, so people get, you know what I'm saying. And that's how it gets into that narrative.
Some people are getting crazy with the Caleb stuff, though. People said that before this knockdown came and for the buzz, Caleb looked like on some, I don't know what magical scorecard it was, but some people had Caleb really doing something. They said it's a shame that
but he could have been my card. He was up or a draw. That was a close fight.
Do me a favor, please.
That's what I'm saying.
Get out of here.
Like everyone's taking credit away.
Here,
the sharp counter punching from Caleb. It's like no one was giving him no credit. It's like maybe it's because people had the perception already that we know Caleb can't hurt him. But if boxing is about if you land punches and don't hurt, man, the punches don't hurt.
Warren, what did you just say? You just said that you had him up on your scorecard.
Bro, that was a draw or Caleb 1 round. Yeah. By the 10th round. Bro, he was boxing. Bro, he was boxing well. It's like if a jab, if you land, like it's like this. Caleb can land 2 jabs, but if Canelo's not landing back, then why is everyone giving him so much credit? That's what I'm trying to say. And then what I'm giving Canelo credit for is he's so high level that he understood what the fight was going to be like. You can't rush into that. Like when you see Canelo missing wildly, like some people are making stuff up like, oh, Canelo, okay, maybe not you, man, but the people, the extreme Canelo fans, say like, oh, Canelo, he's so great that he let Caleb do it. It's like, why would you let someone land punches on you and dodge your punches? What's that?
No, but that's why
he didn't let. You know what I mean?
All right, let me go on. Listen, let me let Base respond first, and I'll get involved in this thing because that's incredible. Okay.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna, because I don't know this brother. I'm gonna be respectful with the whole. He had Caleb up or a draw. That's his opinion, subjective, whatever. Right. So when it comes to, we're talking about the first 4 rounds now. Now I'm not saying that every single thing that basically Canelo dominated and dictated every single thing. Hence why I gave Caleb 3 rounds of the fight. Not within the first 4, just 3 rounds of the fight. So what I'm saying is, like, ultimately the reason that those other rounds he weren't winning is because in those other rounds, even if he may have scored a couple jabs here or there, he was, number one, he was eating harder shots than he was able to deliver. So he's visibly getting hurt or rocked different to what is happening with Canelo. And that's a perception when you're in the fight. If you land 10 punches on me and I keep walking forward on you, but I land 3 on you and all of a sudden you start skipping away or laying up on the ropes trying to tuck up, then clearly I've done better than you have in that particular exchange. Henceforth,
all right,
no, because you go wait.
Carry on. Let him carry on. Sorry.
Why this is confusing for me is like I feel like you man have gone back to the old school Olympic boxing where you're just hitting man for points with no real. Remember that Olympic boxing? You land the jabs point for me, bro. This ain't that, bro. You need to win. I'm looking at man saying, "Raw, you really come on this Olympic thing, fam. It's changed. The game is changed."
The only way that Olympic scoring type thing works in the pros is if you literally hit and don't get hit whatsoever. If a man can't land absolutely anything on you at all, then that's something different. But if you're in a position where a man is the general of the ring, moving you about, making you have to circle the perimeter, have to tuck up on the ropes, keep your back there, keep you in the corners, and have you tucking up, basically trying to just hope for a flurry to end before you can move off. He is basically dominating. He's dominating the pace, he's dominating the tempo, and he's dominating the will of the other man. So that's basically how I said he won most of those rounds on effective aggression and also power punch. If you look at the stats, his power punching was about 39% of all punches thrown, where Caleb's was like 21 or between 17 and 21%. So that automatically tells you one person is being more effective in that instance than the other.
Listen,
And how much, and even when like Caleb was hitting a lot of his shots, he was throwing a lot. Yeah, there were some that landed, but there was a lot that was on gloves. And as we know, if it lands on the gloves, then it's not a scoring shot. So a lot of Canelo's ones, even the ones that was hitting arms, they weren't scoring shots. But what they was doing, they was about rounds in the bank.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
So yeah, this I would love. What's your name, brother? Sorry?
Him up. Oh, that's base.
Base. So what I'd love to do, yeah, is watch it back as well with people there, because I'm telling you now, yeah, there's shots that people, the way you're saying, like Caleb's getting backed up and hoping for a flurry to end. Caleb was countering in the middle of Canelo's combos, and people acting like it's not happening. And this is what I'm talking about. I understand your analogy about the Olympic thing, but let's be real. We all know Caleb ain't got pop to be standing there and banging. So if his game plan is to box like that, you got to give. Do you know what I mean? I understood what he's trying to do from the boxing.
No, I understand what he tried to do, but
I think people like, it's like Canelo. You're already just going, oh no, Canelo meant to do that, and he didn't.
Okay, but
maybe I just give Caleb more credit, but
no, Woolman. What I'll say to you, I agree with you partially, but here's two things that's wrong with that. First of all, even if you ain't got pop, you've got to basically make it look as if you are controlling and dominate. Like I said, apart from a couple of instances, he's not showing that he is the front foot or the aggressive fighter, or even hitting and moving. If he was popping that jab, moving unilaterally, and then maybe coming with like a right cross and then shooting off somewhere, that shows that you are actually getting angles on the next man. But he wasn't doing things like that. He was trying to counter punch with someone who punches a lot harder than him, knowing that he doesn't have that skill. So it doesn't benefit him to do that. He needs to.
He doesn't have that skill.
He doesn't have the skill. He doesn't have that skill to land on him to hurt him. That's what I'm saying. So when he's counter punching,
the skill, he has the skill to land effective.
What I'm saying, no, because even if you ain't got power, if you've got a certain skill, you can make a man walk onto a shot that will hurt them, even though you ain't got much pop, because it's a skill to do that. Canelo has that skill. If you remember, there was 2 times Canelo put himself on the ropes and said to man, come. Because all right, I'm giving you a free chance here, but Caleb didn't do it because he knew, boy, I can't really trust that he's not going to catch me in between those flurries. Hence, he stayed far back.
But were there not times?
I'm going to come off the ropes.
Sorry, so were there not times in the fight where Caleb was on the ropes and they're fighting each other and Canelo's not coming in? It's the same thing. Like, do you think?
No, every time he was on the ropes, every time he was on the rope, I'm not saying that Canelo like came in with some 3, 4, 5 punch flurries, but every time they was on the ropes, Canelo was there looking for a shot to throw. Almost every single time.
Looking for a shot. There was a lot of times Canelo throwing shots, getting rolled, counted.
Bro, you're such a hater in your system, fam. It's sounding like hates. It's not sounding like.
Listen, I don't hate no fighters, because
all I'm saying,
what I'm trying to say is Canelo was hard for that KO.
No, but this is the thing,
because what he had to deal with,
what
he had to deal with is more difficult than people are making out. That's what I'm trying to say.
But this is the thing. Do you know
but it wasn't. That's why do you think Canelo was like, yeah, he's a very good fighter? Like, trust me, bro. There was moments where Canelo's thinking, shit.
Listen, that's what man them say. How many times have you heard Mayweather say he's a hell of a fighter, fam? It's just the line that you say at the end, fam.
Canelo didn't rate Billy Joe, bro. Canelo didn't.
No, Billy Joe didn't come to the press conference. He's wearing Versace and that, fam. I need to fight him and that. Do you know what I mean? It's different.
Yeah, but even Canelo even said that no, Billy Joe, he's good, but it's just like, I'm just better. So he didn't give Caleb that work, but it's the same principle to him. It's like, yeah, these are good fighters, but they're not on my level.
Caleb came for the hugs.
He said it before the fight. He's like, you're not on this level. You've never seen this level before. So he automatically knew to his mind he didn't have much to go.
Let's go. Listen, Capricorn base. You already know what time it is, fam. Go on.
Before I go, because I don't know. I feel like it's been a little bit of a minute. Obviously, I'm involved in this, and there was an announcement. I said I was gonna make because it's your birthday like last week, and I was gonna make the announcement clear now. So I might as well, since Travis isn't here, it makes it a lot easier. Like Capricorn Base has signed an exclusive 6-stream deal with MTKG Promotions alongside THC Management. So I'm back in the ring. Big money, hard fights only. Let's go. 6 streams. Not on the pay-per-view. I'm out.
He's out. Working in the background, fam. Moving mad. I'm giving that guy a show, fam. I'm giving him a show. I'm fam. I'm telling you, he's getting a show. You look, understand, yeah, it's got to the next level. You can't just have man here in it. I'm trying to give shows to the undefeated army, like, because you man are here, fam. I got fighters, but I said, you know what? Man ain't just going to have fighters. Base needs his own show on the platform, fam. Base, you have a show, bro. I'm looking at OTC like, bruv, do you want a show? You can get a show, fam. Are you mad? You lot let me know, fam. If you lot got some ideas, bruv, you'll get a show too, fam. We saying great defeat is not, nah, bruv, because we got to level this thing up, bruv. I've seen other platforms and I'm like, raw, let them man have a voice now because these man know what they're talking about, bruv. Let's go. You get a show. Yesterday's price. Hey, Danny, listen. Danny? Hello. You're not giving... Hello, my brother. Danny?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Bruce?
What up?
Accountant. You come here with the knowledge. Bro, obviously, you should have taken the knowledge name, but I can't do that to Spencer. But that time was mad, but we won't even address it. We're going to let it go.
We're moving on to greener pastures, man. We're moving on.
Greener pastures.
Yeah, listen, for once, man, like, I totally agree with what OTC was saying, what you've been saying. I gave like Plant 3 rounds, and that was just because, you know, I feel like some of the Philly shell stuff that he was doing, you know, it was cool. But here's the thing about power. You know, for someone who's doing the Philly shell with someone who's a boxer like that, you don't need power. Mayweather doesn't have power, and Mayweather schooled him. So that thing about, oh yeah, but it's like, you know, if you're effective enough with the Philly shell and with what you do, you don't need that art. You need, like Bay said, you need to set someone up to walk onto shots, to make them think twice, because no one wants a clean jab or a clean right hand in their face. No one wants that, because you have that continuously for 12 rounds. It's a lot. And you see that's what Mayweather did. So for me, looking at the fight straight away, I was watching Plant. I was like, okay, I could see he's going to be awkward. But again, it was a matter of time. It's going to be a matter of time. The only person that's going to beat Canelo is someone that has power. That's it. That's the only way.
The only person that's going to beat Canelo is who?
Is someone that's got power. You have to have power. The only person I think out there that is...
I say Charlo's got some power in terms of like when it like a shock knockout. Charlo's got that.
Yeah, but here's the difference. Charlo has got that sting, quick knockout power for someone who doesn't have a granite chin. If you've got a granite chin like Canelo, then it's only someone like Triple G or Benavidez. I think he needs to fight Benavidez in order to really say, like, don't get me wrong, Undisputed, don't like, I'm a Canelo fan, but I do believe, and everyone knows, I don't even think he needs to fight Charlo if he doesn't want to, but he needs to fight Benavidez to really claim I cleaned up everybody, because Benavidez is a problem and everybody knows it.
I say he'll manage that work. That's what Charlo gets, Brocker. I'm not saying, I said Charlo's the only one with that sting, that equalizer punch from nowhere.
No, he's got power, but he doesn't have Canelo worthy knockout power. Canelo will walk through those punches. Because remember, if Canelo can walk through Triple G's punches, then you know, like Triple G didn't do anything to Canelo, so Charlo's not going to either. For me, the only one that's going to cause a problem is Benavidez, because he's got power, he's tall, he's rangy, he's quite awkward, and I think that if he does enough and he puts it on Canelo enough, Canelo will have something to think about. He won't be able to. Do you know when Canelo starts skipping like he did in, like, I think it was around round 5 or 6? That means he's taking the piss. He doesn't care about whatever you're bringing. He did the same with Billy Saunders. He was like, listen, man, look, let's do it.
It's banter now.
Right. And I don't think he'll skip with Benavidez, because Benavidez will bring power to him. He's tall, he's rangy, he's got that, like, you know, when he's ready to like go in and throw combos, he's got that unrelenting, like relentless style. So I think, although I think Canelo will pull it off, I think that will be Canelo's hardest fight.
When does he, how many more fights does he need before you can say, you know, I retire, I was the man in this
He can retire now if he wants to. But and remember as well, the talk about Duran. Yeah. It's completely different leagues and eras, man. It's like it's so different, man. Like, we have to hold that golden era in a different esteem than we do now, because the politics now, how things are now, it is very, very different, man. And you can tell the way certain people like skip and duck certain fights. Back in the day, it didn't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? It felt like,
I will never get involved in. You can't mention Duran and Canelo, and it's just not right. It's not even. Look, this era is good as it's getting. It's not super spicy. Like the fact that we can't really find you're looking for one guy, and we're forcing Benavidez into this thing. In terms of
and that's the thing, right? That's the only one. There's no other person that you could think. Because I said this to my friend watching it. I was like, the only person that's going to trouble Canelo is someone with big power. That's it.
Even Baterviev, I don't think he's doing it.
Right.
I won't put Bivol in there. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not putting even Jamal Charles. I'm not even him, bruv.
And the other thing I was going to say is, I think it's wild. Whoever said they I think it was Warren. Was it? He had like a plant up or a draw or whatever. And I think that the issue I have is not enough people respect the Mexican style fighting, which is high guard, parries, slips, and active aggression. Not enough people recognize it or respect it. Because look, man, when you're coming to fight, exactly like you said, you know, if Plant's going to use the Philly shell and he's going to counter and he's going to do stuff, do it continuously.
Hold on, Danny's in now. He was saying that Plant needs more flowers than was given him, and he had Plant up as well on his scorecard. So let's listen to this nonsense. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, he's coming back for revenge, but it's all good.
It's not revenge. I'm just saying that it was mad. When I saw you right now, I was like, "Raw, but you know boxing." But for you to say that is wild. It's a wild take. But
the reason why is because I see Base was saying about effective power punching, but what it was, if you look at the CompuBox numbers in general, surely they would have Plant up, because Plant was doing catch counters, he was doing pull counters, he was doing the jabs to the body, the jabs to the head. Yes, Canelo was pressing the action with his feet, but just pressing the action with your feet is like what Madonna did to Mayweather. Yes, he was pressing the action, but if you're missing and you're getting blocked a lot, then you're not really winning the rounds. That don't mean you're controlling the fight. You're controlling the pace, yes, because Plant was using up extremely a lot of energy just to win, say, rounds 1 and 3, because I gave number 2 to Canelo. But for him to win the first 2 rounds, he did the 1 and 3. He used up so much energy, but he still won the rounds. Yes, Canelo was always in the driver's seat as far as the pace and stuff, because that's why Plant ended up getting clipped in the end, and that was his undoing. But if Canelo was up so easily, why did Eddie Reynoso have to read him the riot act? Like, you're blowing it, etc., etc. Because he knew that Canelo, and that's why Canelo started getting quite desperate in round 9, just throwing big hooks on the arms to try and bring the guard down, and that's why he ended up landing that short left hook in the 11th.
Go on, Bruce, get involved.
Yeah, I mean,
back to this.
I hear what you're saying. I think what you're saying to me warrants giving Plant 3, maybe 4 rounds. But I think anything more than that, what you're doing is you're negating the fact that Plant looked like he was pacing around on the outside with Canelo hunting him down, trying to land his shots. Plant was only going to land when Canelo was throwing something. And when he did that, it wasn't effective at all. it was like you could see, because when I saw like rounds 1, 2, and 3, I was like, oh shit, Plant's really gonna be in this thing. Like he looks like he's sharp. As soon as Canelo connected once, Plant was like, oh, the power's like that. That's how, okay, cool. And then he just started to be more elusive. And here's the example I give. When you saw Mayweather and Canelo, you see Mayweather take the center of the ring. And it's almost like, even though Mayweather's a counter puncher, you wouldn't have guessed it from the way he was timing Canelo and the way he would pull counter and right hand Canelo. And you see Canelo's head go back and then he's moving away. It's almost like his boxing was so good that he looked like the aggressor, even though he's a counter puncher. So to me, to give Clark that many rounds.
And Canelo had a clear plan. He's like, I'm knocking you out. I'm going to get you out of here. I've got 12 rounds to knock you out. And I'm definitely going to do it. I know I can feel that you can't manage my punches. When I'm punching you, you're backing up. You don't actually want to stay here with me. So I'm going to stay on this path. This is the path that I take to knock you out. And that's what he did. I think he showed him almost a lack of respect in the way he approached him, the way he just bro, who starts walking man down from the second, heavy, big shots? I'm not even messing around like, let me just let you know I'm here and put in a boxing clinic with what we've seen. We know Canelo can box. He didn't show us that style of his boxing. He said, you know what? I'm just going to walk through this you. He's not on my level. And he told him that from when he slapped him. When he slapped the glasses off his face, he said, big man, me and you are different. And look what I done. And we saw it again. My man just had to hug him in the ring and say, big man, allow it. That's what the hug was. He said, yo, I know you're the man. Allow it. I shouldn't have called your name. Candy man. What are you saying, Danny?
Well, what I'm saying is that, yeah, he was hunting him down. But then if you're saying just because a man hunts a man down and backs man up, then why didn't Triple G get the nod in the first fight? Because he was backing up Canelo and hunting him down.
Listen, Triple G won that first fight.
So why didn't the judges score it the same way like they did last Saturday?
Because Vegas, yeah, I remember he won it. He knocked him. He actually knocked him down. Like I'm saying, Triple G won the first fight. I don't care what anyone. As much as I love Canelo, yeah, that's a loss. Like Triple G won that first fight. When I even look back at it, I've watched it again, and I'm like, this was a robbery. You know, it was it was a robbery. But we don't talk about that. We've skipped over that, and Triple G is what it is because they say to themselves again, boxing is still a dirty business, isn't it? And certain times, you just got to give the nod to the guy that's got the longevity. It's like when who beat White lost to Chisora.
Yeah, the first time. Yeah,
White lost to Chisora, bro. We saw it. We all saw it with our own eyes, and we was like, he's got longevity though. We've seen this man do the gatekeeper thing. I'm gonna go White.
And even Parker last time against Chisora. Don't you think Chisora won that fight when he dropped Parker and everything? And he was all over him?
I can't remember it. I'm not gonna lie. I can't remember now. Right now, it's just out of my head. I can't remember that fight. I can't see it.
Yeah, guys in the comments, what was your opinion on that fight back in May? Parker Chisora won. He dropped it. Chisora dropped Parker in the first round. He was all over him.
They won or drew. The first fight was close. It wasn't a robbery. What? I don't know what side this guy's on. You know, I don't know. I'm shocked, bro. Everybody watch a Triple G fight. We should just all watch it together and score those rounds. We should just do a watch along. We can play it here. Everyone's in here. We score the rounds and we stop it and we chat. But as far as I'm concerned, yeah, that's the fight that Canelo lost. The first fight, and he was afraid of him. You see the second one, the fear was gone. He said, "Right, is this the guy that I've been scared of for this long? No more." Remember, because Triple G is calling Canelo, calling his name. He don't feel that way about any single fighter. You call his name, he'll fight you. That's how he is.
Yeah, because he was shook. Because I remember when he called him out at the press conference, he goes, "If you don't want to fight me, then just give me my belt." And because he was like Canelo, he was moving mad shook because they were saying like Canelo went to vacate or whatever, something like that. But as I've been saying for the past 2 years, anyone who knows watches what I've been documenting that. Trust me, David Benavidez is going to be the guy to beat Canelo, and the longer Canelo leaves it, the worse it's going to be because Benavidez is 7 years younger than Canelo, so he's only going to get better. When El Bandera starts letting off them Mac 10, Mac 11 combinations,
What's the takes?
and he's going to win on points because you can't knock Canelo out. But he punches hard and fast, and all he needs to do is work a bit on his defense a bit, because he does take a few too many shots sometimes, but he knows he can walk through those people's shots. But when he gets hit by Canelo, he'll need to know he needs to tighten up defense. But I'll have Benavidez on points against Canelo, trust.
I don't think so, but you're allowed your opinion. Here you go. Listen, Daddy, look after yourself, man. Always good speaking. Actually, don't go nowhere. I'm coming back to you. By the way, not to take away from Canelo talk, but big ups to help me with that. Help me with pronunciation.
Michaela Mayer versus Maeva Hamaduchi. That was the women's fight on the weekend. That was a very good fight.
Was it good? I didn't watch it.
Very good. But the scoring was a bit funny style, but it was a great fight, though.
I didn't watch that, so I'll go and check that one out. I missed that one. Did you? No one's really giving my guy. Did you watch the Morrison fight against Zach?
Yeah, but remember, he's gone up 8 pounds, man. So it's not really fair.
But it was a nice little dispatching, though. I thought it was a good little. I thought in terms of just looking at take away Morrison, just looking at what Zach wanted to bring to the fight, and his viciousness. He looked. I was excited by it. He's not he should have. I know on the WBO, he's supposed to be the #1 contender for Canelo. He doesn't want that Canelo fight because as soon as they asked him Canelo, he said Chris Eubank Jr. So we know where his head's at, which is insane. So
he's trying to get another man from the weight below again.
Yeah. But again, you want to. This is the game in it. You gotta it's PR in it. Keep mashing up these men, and then people will rate you higher than you actually are. But it works. It works. Right now, if you say I've knocked out 16 men, 20 fights, undefeated, it works. Do you know what I mean? So his stock is raised. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna put on a show like that, hey, why not? But
the package is good. But yeah, he stopped Marcus Morrison. But I think Chris Eubank Jr. could have stopped him. But remember, he backed off on him in the third round. He could have stopped Marcus Morrison back in May when they fought. But you know when he had him and he was going to stop him, and then he just backed off and he started doing all this weird stuff. And then from then,
and he said, "I'm a killer."
Yeah, all that.
Nah, we're done. Listen, look after yourself, Danny, man. Remember when Chris Eubank Jr. is terrible? I said, "Yeah, I'm a killer." And nothing happened. Wait a minute. Wait. So listen, people. I know Mo's here. I could do it. Let me do one more. Mo.
Okay, it's me, Mohammed. I called earlier, but my line cut off.
But it didn't work. Your line wasn't having it, fam. What go on, Mohammed? How you doing?
Because everyone's talking about big up to you and happy birthday as well, and big up.
Yeah. The birthday went happy, fam. I went to watch my team get smoked, fam.
I bet you went happy with the Sky Sports news today, but that's here, not there.
Is there news? Is he getting sacked?
Nah, they said that they're not gonna sack him. That's what I was saying. They're not gonna sack him, so I'm just saying you just go.
Let's
but anyway, that's here, not there. I know everyone's talking about the Canelo thing, but I want to talk about the Conor Benn thing because you brought it up earlier. Yeah. And I think that they're just trying to get Amir Khan fight or something, because I remember Eddie Hearn said that the Brooke Khan talks ain't going well. This is like a couple of months ago anyway. Yeah. And Algieri is a common opponent. So I'm thinking they're not looking at David Avenisian and Algieri. And with Chris Algieri, the thing is, right, 2 years ago, I heard he was a nutritionist for Daniel Jacobs. I think during the Golovkin and Arias fight. So they're just trying to dig him up somewhere. And I think they're just trying to make an easy sort of money fight, I think, with a Khan or something. Because if I was logically, I'm surprised they're not going for a Josh Kelly, a British dust up there.
Josh Kelly's not good.
I know, but I'm just saying in terms of, because if you're not going to fight David Avenisian, because be honest, who do you want to see him fight outside of David Avenisian right now? Because Algeria was in Norway. I thought Algeria is not fighting anymore. Are they going for the British title? I don't know who the British champion is at welterweight. You're not looking for contemporaries because Boots and Eastwood smoke his boots, pardon the pun. like who you looking at, because he's kind of in the little limbo because he's beaten a couple of good opponents in the sense of Samuel Vargas. I know he keeps repeating Formella in every interview, but he's in that sort of niche where he's doing better than expected, but you don't want to accelerate too much.
He needs to accelerate. He needs to accelerate. I look at his...
But this acceleration, it's like going from a the jump is quite huge.
The jump is huge. But if you say that you're the new guy and you're the man, you got to do something.
Because
go on.
If you're discrediting Josh Kelly, he lost to Avenisian, fair enough. But then we go, Josh Kelly's not good enough for Ben. But then we're not putting Ben in with Avenisian because he's not good enough for Avenisian. So
Ben smokes Josh Kelly. I'm sorry. Josh Kelly's fighting style. Josh Kelly thinks he's better than he is. He's not good.
I'm just saying, in terms of if we're thinking he's not good enough because I know he drew with that Ray Robinson guy, to be honest, and obviously he fought Avenisian. But my point is they put Kelly in with Avenisian thinking he's good enough to be Avenisian. Whereas if Ben's better than Avenisian, and I know obviously the maths doesn't math all the time, but I'm just trying to make the point. If we believe he's not good enough or he's not ready for Avenisian, who are the logical opponents?
That's what I'm saying. The next test is Avenisian. I don't even like the thing when they're talking about bringing back these old school legends like Khan. It's a great name, but that's
the cash-in fight, isn't it?
No, but it's PR. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he beat Khan. He's and then he goes to America and gets smoked. No, bro. We need to do the journey is European title, Avenisian. Then after that, you say to yourself, even if Crawford, there's no way Porter's beating Crawford anyway. So when Porter loses, he can still fight Porter because that is a better name. That's someone that you'll learn a lot from. I think he's the one with the keys. He's the guy that you say, you beat him, you're in the division now.
But if you're Eddie Hearn, you're a matchroom. You're looking at your stable right now. Joshua lost to Usyk. Who's your main sort of pay-per-view level guys? You don't have one here. You're looking for a quick fix, and I think
he's gonna start being. If you're gonna create your own name and stuff, you have to now almost say that you bring the pay-per-view. You're the man. You know what I mean? And whoever fights me gets paid. Do you know what I'm saying? He has to.
Casual
now the way they're basing Conor and what they've done, you see him on GMT, like you see him on all these Wake Up Morning Britain or whatever it is. Like you see him on all these shows and stuff, and him with his dad, and you're buying into. I'm buying into it as what it is. The branding is there, and I think fight fans are gonna pay for his fights. I do believe that. I think he's the next matchroomish guy. If they talk about next gen, it's him, and so he should be able to get other people paid. Is what I'm saying.
True.
So it doesn't matter about who he's. If he fights Avenisian, they can sell that fight easy. It's not hard fight.
But you know what it is? With the casual public, they probably might think, because we know Khan's finished. Like we know this guy's done. But the casual boxing fan, you see a Khan and Ben, and you see like passing off the torch almost kind of thing. They can present it. It's an easy buck, a quick winnable. Comfortable buck, and I feel like because I don't know why they're fighting Algieri. I don't know what he's gonna get out of it, to be honest. Like for me, it makes no real sense. Just quickly, I just want to make a last point. Did you see that Kala Saulan tweet? He said, they made the best British fight you can make this year. So I presume it's going to be a Liam Williams and Chris Eubank Jr. I just wanted kind of your thoughts on that, because I know last week, you and Travis, was it last week or the week before, you discussed about Eubank. Yeah. And I was going to mention the fact that he's kind of in the wilderness because he's not the... He's I don't know why he didn't go for the Murata fight. I know he's unifying with Golovkin. He's not fighting a Charlo because Charlo beat him. He ain't gonna fight Andrade, let's be honest. He's in the wilderness. So even Liam Williams is coming off. I just don't see that as a big fight.
This is the sound effect that I'm gonna play for Eubank Jr. This is just how I feel. Rubbish. I mean, what was even that? Literally, that's it.
Did you see Simon Jordan call him out? It was on TalkSport.
He did. And
it was kind of hilarious because
Ade defended him as well, which I was like, right, Ade, I respected Ade for doing it, but I just don't believe in Eubank Jr. at all. I think, again, he's maybe when he becomes Roy Jones in about 2-3 years, that can happen. But listen, let me read the super chat and get the hell out of here. Bro, Mo.
Right, big up to you guys. Big up to
so
everyone
much,
on the
man.
chat. Big up everyone that called in.
Big up, man. Oh, always. Here you go. Back to Travis's show. Looking forward to meeting you all at Travis's show on Friday. I'll be there with the knowledge Spencer. Come say hello. Great defeat and stand up. Bless. Oh, man. What a show. I didn't think I could. I did think I could do it on my own, to be honest. I just knew I'll say reckless things. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. When the show started, I wanted to try and talk up my man, Zach. But you lot weren't having it. I just wanted to do something. But there was no way. There was no way. Anyway, you lot have a great one. Look after yourselves. Yeah, make sure. Wait, hold on. What? 149 people and 59 likes. The math's not mathing. The math's not mathing. You lot sort it out, sort it out. Travis is literally in a great headspace right now, and his head is show. So I get it. Do you know what I mean? But he'll be back next week, Monday. Yeah, man, and thank you so much for you lot just rocking with us and stuff. Please get them likes up. And I see everybody on Friday. If you're not there on Friday, I'll see you in the future, hopefully. Yeah, big up my new fighter, Capricorn Base. Come on, NTK Productions. Everyone's getting a show. Everyone's getting a show. Let's go. Let me put it back on that thing. There's it. Boom.